Alright, after the world is not enough, I've learned my lesson, and I looked up what versions are good and which are bad. So we're playing the PS3 version of this one. Can't even blame the coin if this one's bad. I was expecting so little from this game that I'm shocked there's a hacking minigame. Way to reach for the stars, Quantum of Solace. L1 to switch weapons and Y to jump. Yeah, this may be a PS3 game, but it's got PS2 jank in its DNA. Didn't even need to shoot that guy. The house took care of him for me. Man. Early 360 PS3 games were not great looking, were they? Just waves of brown, sludgy looking shooters. What the hell? That was the Silent Hill 3 game over sound. Why is that here? Stop reminding me of better games, game. Okay, I'll take credit for shooting him, but I didn't do that. Oh, good. They couldn't spring for an actual opera singer, so this level's just gonna be scored by more Baby Einstein's bullshit. Multiple shots in one frame. The only other game I've ever seen utilize this is Metal Gear Solid 4. I apologize, Quantum of Solace, I was not familiar with your game. Never mind. They could afford an opera singer. They just didn't want to throw that one out too early. Who knows why. I don't think anything specific triggered it, but I just got hit with an overwhelming wave of there are so many amazing games I've never played, yet here I am playing another James Bond shooter. This game is so bland it's triggering digital ennui. I can't see through the smoke, so if you get hit by this, it's your own fault. I take no responsibility. You know what this game could use? A slide. No game has ever been made worse with a slide. Or perhaps some wall running. Or maybe a mech. What I'm saying is that maybe this game should be Titanfall 2, and not Quantum of Solace. You know, it just occurred to me. Why are we going through the events of Casino Royale in the Quantum of Solace game? Did they realize halfway through development that Quantum of Solace just isn't a very interesting movie and said, shit, staple the good movie on to keep it afloat? I'm too slow. They're gonna catch me. Okay, I guess it doesn't even matter. So, why even have that? Going third person while in cover is such a weird system. I don't think I know any other game that's done something similar. Like, you gotta choose between first or third person. Don't do a little bit of both. It's just weird. Was that a rocket launcher? Check your friendly fire, dog. You're doing my work for me. Lesson 1 of being a front desk clerk. Don't rush the client with a gun. Terrible idea. Gonna have to report him to HR for that. Wow, that sure was cinematic. Except the part where I couldn't see anything. Why was there a grenade launcher just sitting at the airport? Like, obviously all these guys brought their own guns, but this was just sitting in an office. Is this TSA standard issue? So far, none of this game has been Quantum of Solace. we're still doing Casino Royale. Why is this just not called the Daniel Craig game? You know? Throw in some levels from Layer Cake. Good idea, James. Pull out your gun. Just in case anybody else is dumb enough to walk on top of the train in the rain, but competent enough to not fall off and die immediately. I wonder if this inspired the Uncharted 2 level at all. But like in a, wow, I bet we could do this shit a lot better than they could sort of way. And if subsequently the creators played Uncharted 2 and were like, aw man, this is way better than what we did. Did he just hit the roof? Rookie mistake, man. Haven't you seen Speed? You gotta be cognizant of that. Do what Dennis Hopper couldn't. Oh, we're doing it. He also didn't watch Speed. Really should be required watching. They should teach it in schools. Not sure how that's considered stealthy, but whatever works. What I will say for this game is that having access to the film's orchestral score really helps. Like, the gameplay is pretty whatever, but the music fully sells it. It makes me wish that more games had fully orchestrated scores. It was very progressive of them to have a level where you experience life as Pete Hegseth. Really out there for the time. Man. I've played some bad shooter levels, and I'll tell you, this isn't the worst. But if someone came up to me with this level in their top 100, I'd raise an eyebrow. What if it was Quantum of Wallace, and you had a little dog you could invent things with? Think about that, America. I can't believe they didn't show the Mads Mikkelsen cock and ball torture scene.
Hello?
I was really looking forward to seeing that through PS3 graphics. I don't know how far into the game we are, but we still haven't actually done anything from Quantum of Solace. This is still Casino Royale. Okay, we're finally at Quantum of Solace. Quite far in though, if I remember the movie correctly. Hey, how'd you get up there? Stop that, you. It's dangerous up there, you could get hurt. Man, when they said if you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen, I didn't think they'd be so literal. I mean, that was fun, but what even is there left to do from Quantum? Isn't that the end of the movie? The game named Quantum of Solace only has one level from the movie it's named after. I take back all criticism, it's brilliant. Not the worst Bond game, but I think that every game from the previous generation, except maybe Rogue Agent, eclipses it. Like I said before, music's great, but it doesn't look half as good as the PS2 games. And the first-person gameplay feels like directly lifted from their early Call of Duty games, which I wouldn't really have a problem with if the previous Bond games didn't have a lot more gameplay variety. It feels thrown together to try and get a game out by the time the movie came out. And like the movie it's named after, it will be easily forgotten. Jack White and Alicia Keys' Bond theme does kind of bang though, not gonna lie. Now I know what you're thinking. Didn't we already play a Goldeneye remaster? And we did, but this is a remake, which is completely different, and a lot less necessary. Wow, a cover system that doesn't completely remove Bond's soul from his body. How novel.
Welcome to Russia.
Why hello, not Sean Bean.
Let's wait until the last.
Fancy not seeing you here.
I'll take the car.
Remember when this was supposed to be a stealth mission? That was short. Got the slow motion breaches too. Damn, what year is this? 2010, 2011?
Did you see that helicopter?
Is this whole game just gonna be Black Ops scraps?
Designed to survive in a...
Can't even dolphin dive. Why even play the game? Okay, that's on me. Didn't know that was a pane of glass in front of me. However, whoever's the janitor here should be really proud of their work, because that shit was 100% see-through. Spit shine to perfection. Give that man a raise. See, that doesn't count as a murder, because the Mr. Big he was gonna order would have made him fatter in the long run. And then he would have died from a heart condition in 30 years. So, really, I actually saved him in a way. You know what? I probably don't have to use the silencer anymore. I think they know I'm here. I don't know what this does, but I'm pressing it. Damn. It's a good thing that wasn't the Kill James Bond button. It's 2026 and nobody has made a better club level than the one from Conker's Bad Fur Day, where you piss on the floor to scare the girls away. That's real quality content there. It sucks that they didn't use the likeness of any of the original actors from Goldeneye, because that cast is absolutely stacked. And if I gotta pick between Robbie Coltrane and random Russian guy, brother, I know who I'm picking 99 times out of 100. What? Oh, okay. It took me a second to realize what the game was doing with the sound, but my initial reaction was to assume the game broke. Which I don't think is a crazy thing to expect from a movie licensed game on the PS3. No hacking minigame for this one. Currently the only way that Quantum of Solace is beating this. But also, am I really gonna pretend that I care about the lack of a minigame I don't really want to play? I really don't like the shaky cam that they do. It doesn't add realism, it just makes me feel like I'm playing the game inside a tumble dryer. Let's not overreact. We don't know that that's bad.
Do you read me?
Okay, it's at least a little bad. Come on, man. It's nice that stealth only is a viable way to play this game. I mean, I usually throw it out the window in the name of convenience, but I'll be honest. I didn't even think it would be an option. Not sure what was up with that. Maybe he had explosive diarrhea. Or just so happened to spontaneously combust at the moment I shot him. The possibilities are endless. I don't think I even know what level this is supposed to be a remake of. I'm just kind of nodding along and assuming the game knows what it's doing. Man, I kinda thought him giving us the gun with no bullets would mean we'd have to stealth our way out. Or go hand to hand, but then they just gave me an AK too. So what was the point of that game? Aw man, not the servers. Bare metal servers are very sensitive to bullets. I'm kind of shocked we're even doing the tank level. I mean, it's not the same because we aren't barreling down actual city streets, but it's better than cutting it altogether, I guess. Can't help but notice that none of you are wearing your PPE. That's definitely the most dangerous thing about this construction site. Let's see what this does. It's a good thing that wasn't the Kill James Bond lever. Xenia, what the hell are you wearing? You know how many Yetis have to die to get a coat like that?
What do you...
Got him. Well, that would have made that shot easier. Stop it. No grenades. If I'm not allowed to use them, you aren't either.
Not sure.
I have given up on the concept of stealth. They will be hearing from me, and they will know my exact location. I don't care anymore. Come find me. It's a good thing that this army decided to use the most easily explosive vehicles in existence. I'm willing to bet their general drives a Pinto.
This time, it's on me.
Bye, Xenia. Wish I hadn't used my Xenia over-the-top joke during Rogue Agent. Would have worked better here. Stop it, you. I was actually trying to do stealth and you ruined it. What's this one do? Okay. How is that helpful to me? We're collecting renewable energy now, which is great for the Earth, but this isn't a combat advantage. Alec, why are you dressed like that?
Hello,
You're an international terrorist now. You can't be dressing like you got thrown out of the country club for trying to molest your caddy. This is definitely an improvement over the 64's version of this, because you can't just stand in one spot and kill everyone. But also, it makes me think that the hardest difficulty version of this is probably a giant bitch. And I feel for the old achievement hunters who would have had to deal with that. Yo, this boss sucks. Almost like they were smart to not have a boss at any other point in the game. Just save the bad shit for the very, very end.
For England, James.
No. For me.
Wow, that had way less impact than both the movie and the N64 version. They got one-upped by a multiple-decade-old console. Better than Goldeneye Rogue Agent, not better than the original Goldeneye. It's a Bond game for the Black Ops era, which is to say that it's not a bad game, but it's very, very 2010 shooter. Way too much camera shake, terrible boss fights, and ultimately, just very forgettable. Ask me about this game in a couple months and I guarantee you, I will have forgotten most of it. But that 64 version will stay clear in my mind. Play that, not this.